Before we begin learning about custom content types, there's one more basic content type that I want to show you, and that is article. Article is great for time-sensitive stuff like news and events and announcements. I mean, that's why it's called article. So let's click here to create an article and see what it's all about. This looks a lot like Basic Page. Like Basic Page, there's a title field for the title of my article, and then there's this word processing field, which allows me to, add links or images and files, just like I would for Basic Page. If I scroll down, though, there's a couple of extra fields, and I'm going to come back to this field right here called Article Audience and talk about this image field. Now, this image field is different than images I upload using IMCE and insert into the body of my content. And the reason why is by uploading an image here using this field and this uploader, I am telling Drupal that I want this image to be the image associated with this content, to represent this content. In other words, it will be a thumbnail for this stuff. So that's the difference there. And then going back up to this article audience field where I can check some stuff, this allows me to tag this article as being especially relevant to a particular group of people. By default, all articles will show up under the news and events page or list. But if there is an article that is particularly relevant to, say, graduate students, I can tag it as graduate students and ask the web team to set it up so that whenever there's some graduate student content, show all articles that are related to graduate students. So that's pretty neat, and I'll show you kind of an example of this tagging and in a site that has already been launched, because the web team can actually customize these fields for you. So we can add another audience, or we can change some of this. Maybe you want to have an audience that includes community, or maybe you want to combine graduate students and undergraduate students into one checkbox item just called students, or maybe you want to separate out faculty and staff. We can do that. We can also create additional means for tagging, and that's what I'm actually going to show you in cellular biology. So I'm at the cellular biology website, and actually I am logged in because I have been given permission to access the site as a site administrator. So I'm on the front page, and they have some news articles actually displayed here, kind of previewed, little a mini version of it. And I'm going to click on the article to see the whole thing. And I'm going to click on edit so I can show you what this kind of looks like on the back end. So again, this is the article content type. It's just been modified to suit cellular biology's needs. So in addition to title and body, they have some tagging here. They've got image, just like we do on the other site. They also have a field allowing them to insert a link to the publication that this article is talking about. So it's not so much talking about the student's award, but that the student was mentioned in another publication at UGA, and that's the link to that. And again, they've got some article audience tags. We have faculty and staff separate out from them. They also have type of news, and this is very specific to cellular biology, and that is areas of research. So not only will this article show up on the front page and in a list with all the other news and events for the department, it will show up under research associated with cells and infection and immunity. So I'm going to show you where that is and how that works. So I'm going back to the front page of the cellular biology website, and I'm going to click on research. And remember that the article was tagged with the term cells and infection and immunity, so I'm going to go to the cells and infection and immunity section of the website. And I've got some content here, some projects, faculty research, and if I look down here at the bottom under this title, articles involving research in cells and infection immunity, there was that article that I just showed you. So the person who created that article only had to create it once, and it is showing up in 3 places. It's showing up on the front page, It's showing up in a list of all news and events associated with the department, and it's showing up on the research section of the website under cells infection and immunity. So that's pretty cool. Those are just some of the things that you can, some of the capabilities of the article content type. So now let's learn about other content types like personnel and courses and research projects. And we'll talk a little bit more about tagging there.